Well, hi there and welcome to this week's episode of Canadian Profits TV. My name is Dave Dubeau and I'm your host. And on this week's episode for our business breakthrough, I'm going to share a big lesson from our good friend Neil Godin, which is all about introduction marketing. For our real estate tip, we're going to get one of our tips from our recent How to Make 2013 Your Best Year Ever as a Canadian Real Estate Investor webinar. And this is a tip from Sean Matthew Frederick, all about getting involved in strip malls. So a tip about investing in strip malls. And for our Mindset Minute, another lesson from Dan Kennedy, which is immunity to criticism. Stay tuned. All right, so for this week's business breakthrough, I'm going to share a little story with you from Neil Godin, one of our very valued Canadian business profits writers and the turnaround guy. So quite often when Neil comes across a company that is going broke quickly, they don't have any money, their sales are way down, they're just teetering on the edge and they can't really afford any money for a big advertising campaign or a marketing campaign, his suggestion to them is to go for the introduction. So what does that mean? That means that he suggests that they contact all of their current clients, customers, etc., and they ask for an introduction to someone that person knows who could possibly use their product or services. It's a real shortcut to getting directly to the business. Now, he doesn't ask just for a referral. He suggests that they ask for a warm introduction, even if it could be a personal introduction, if it's a bigger item type sale, where the person gets together with their customer and the customer's friend, sit down together, talk about business, and that is one way that he helps his turnaround clients get out of the red and into the black in record time. That is your business breakthrough for this week.
Yeah, well, basically, when it comes to when it comes to these mini plazas, if it's a new subdivision or even a renewed area of interest, these areas generally have holes in them. Holes meaning that the big malls are being replaced by big box stores. When a mall shuts down, little small stores, the personal touch is gone. The big box stores, I love them, but it's really a mass-produced cookie cutter sort of thing that it's convenient but not personal. So these little plazas bring a little bit of personal back to the table, and as long as you have a theme, for instance, like an upscale plaza, a facade that represents a neighborhood, almost like a premium vodka being sold at a hotel, at a bar, or even a theme of purpose-driven. So it's a wellness theme. So you have a small plaza with 5 stores. One's natural healing, one's maybe colon or body cleansing. Another one is natural herbal store, even an eye doctor. That's a theme. It might be medical, where you have a walk-in clinic, pharmacy, private one, doctor's office, ultrasound, or even maybe a beauty theme where you have a hair salon, women's fitness center, and I'm not sure what they're called, but they're places where you get your feet, hands, and skin, treated nicely. Or
manicure, pedicure type place.
There you go. Or basically the convenience store that everybody knows about, the convenience type with your variety store, your pizza, dry cleaning.
Okay, for this week's Mindset Minute, I'm going to share with you another big lesson that I learned from my mentor, Dan Kennedy, and that is developing an immunity to criticism. So the truth of the matter is, the more successful you get, the more you get out there, the more people get to know of you, the more criticism you're going to attract. It's just the way it works. There's a lot of jealous people out there. There are a lot of people that don't like to see other folks succeed, especially if they're not getting ahead. Kind of a crude way of putting it is, the higher up on the flagpole you climb, the further out your ass sticks. So that's the way it is. They can take shots at it. It's just the way it is. So you have to develop an immunity to criticism. You have to realize it is what it is for what it is. It really gets kind of hard when people who are criticizing you are friends or family members. That makes it really, really tough. I've been very, very fortunate in that way in my life. I've got a very supportive family. However, have been criticized by friends and coworkers and that sort of thing in the past. It's tough to get around, but you really have to accept that. That's part of success. Criticism is part of success. Recognize it for what it is, move on, and succeed. That's your Mindset Minute for this week. All right, thank you very much for tuning in to this week's episode of Canadian Profits TV. What's going on? Well, today we're actually starting our very first class of the first ever 2013 Canadian Real Estate Investors Virtual Boot Camp. So it's myself and 5 of Canada's leading real estate investors and trainers. We're going to be getting together to put on this virtual boot camp. You can check it all out at virtualbootcamp.ca. We've got July Ono talking about multifamily housing, multifamily deals, getting involved with that. Sean Matthew Frederick talking about getting involved in commercial deals, specifically strip malls. Paul Hetch is going to be talking about how Canadians can profit from investing in the United States. Paul Blackyer is going to be talking about raising capital through RSP mortgages and other things. Myself, I'm going to be talking about how to attract the best deals to you, have people, motivated sellers, chasing after you. And Tom Karadza, who's actually going to be speaking tonight, is talking about making amazing returns when you invest in student rentals. That's right, student rentals. So check it all out, virtualbootcamp.ca. Now, if you are living in Calgary, Red Deer, or Edmonton, you're up for a big treat. We're having our very, very popular Rent-Own 3-Way Payday live training event coming to town, showing you exactly how to get involved in rent-own real estate investing the right way, the win-win-win way. You can find out all about that and register for the free event and get a free book just by checking it out at 3waypayday.com. Okay, that's it for this week. Have a good one. Talk to you next week. Bye-bye.